Thank you all so much for coming. We're members of the Executive Board of Illini Emergency Medical Services, and we'll be talking to you today about a little about our organization. I first want to start by thanking Aurora and the rest of the MCV Advising Department for having us again. A lot of our members are also MCB students, myself included, so it's really great to be able to talk to you guys. So we'll start by just talking. Oh, I'm Justin, by the way. I'm the president of IEMS. And let's see. There we go. So a little bit about us. We were founded in 1979 by a group of students who witnessed a cardiac arrest that occurred at one of the football games. And they noticed that there wasn't really a great infrastructure in place to care for that patient. So they decided they'd take it upon themselves and created a group to care for patients at events across campus, and that group over the years transformed into what we are today. Until very recently, so as of July, we used to be a registered student organization, but now since July, we're now a department of the university under the Illinois Fire Service Institute. So the Fire Service Institute is one of the groups on campus, and they're located about 3 miles south of the quad, so they're pretty far out there. But our office is still in the Union, luckily. We're a basic life support, BLS, non-transport EMS agency. So what that means is we don't have an ambulance, but we do provide basic life support, so at the EMT basic level, teams for events all across campus, and we do roughly 200 events per year. And each year we have about 350 calls and at 10 different venues, and we have roughly 150 to 200 members each year, but that fluctuates. Last year we also taught 268 people CPR, and we also had a record high number of 56 EMT students taught because we were able to expand our spring class into 2 sections. So that's really great. It was a record high for us, and we had lots of new EMTs this semester, which is awesome. So I'll pass the mic over to our operations, or director of operations is Jen. And Jen, if you just want to talk a little about
As Justin said, I'm Jen Main. I'm the Director of Operations for Illini IEMS, and so pretty much my job is to coordinate all the events and put them up on our website so people can work them, and then make sure the equipment person gets the equipment there, and just help out and respond to emails and do a lot with the executive board in coordinating these events. We do work very large-scale events such as football games, which we need 17 teams of 3 to 4 people each. It's really a fun time, but it's a lot of work. But so my assistant director of operations is Connor Ashford. He helps me do a lot of the people things, so like making sure people come to their events, and also making sure they're wearing what they need to wear. But he does a lot of the little nitpicky things, and he deals a lot with our weekly supervisors who coordinate the events week to week, which could be like hockey or just a multitude of them. And our training officer is Jess Endres, so EMT basics have to go through a specific training to be a part of Illini EMS, to make sure that they know how to use our equipment, to make sure they know our protocols for Region 6 and whatnot. And so she coordinates critical skills and a few CPR training nights that we will be having. And then so our operations equipment officer is Vanessa, and she is awesome. She has to make sure all the equipment is at the specific events, and it can be very trying because there's a lot of equipment each team needs. Okay, so the operations department, again, like I said, we staff all sorts of events on campus. It can be from football to hockey games, and we even work quad day. And each team consists of 1 EMT and 2 CPR members, which it can be versatile. So like at football games, we can have a bike team, which consists of 2 EMTs, and they get to ride around into the different parking lots and whatnot. But all of our events are already posted on iBoards for this semester, so feel free to sign up if you guys are new. We'll walk you through that process a little bit later, but all our events and how many slots are still posted on iBoards, so they will be for this semester and next semester. But get your certification soon, because our next football game is actually this Saturday, and it's going to be a fun one.
If you're already certified, the turnaround time is real quick, so you can work the football game on Saturday if you really want to. We'd love that. If you're not CPR certified, you probably won't have your card in by this game, but next game.
Absolutely, and like Justin said, it's a pretty quick turnaround. There's a few little nitpicky steps that you gotta go through, but once you're there, you can sign up for all sorts of, it's not just football. So the types of events, kind of like what I went over, you get to do crayon events, but hockey games and football games are a blast, quad day, all the freshman convocation events and whatnot. It's actually a lot of fun. You get to have a really good seat in free admission, so that's really nice. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about the responsibilities of each of the team members. So the CPR members, they don't just do CPR. It's kind of a position that you help your EMT. You can help fill out paperwork, you can help hand EMT supplies, and it's really good to be there for the patient assessment because you can never get enough practice on patient assessment, but you get to actually help take care of a patient. And that can mean all sorts of different things, but you provide basic care pretty much. And so for the EMT basic, you lead the treatment. So you are the director of that cruise ship. You know, each patient, you get to decide how the treatment goes for that patient. So that could include all sorts of things. Like we've had as horrible things as cardiac arrest happen. We've had seizures, but it's a really great way to gain experience. And you get to follow the Region 6 protocols, which are a little bit different from place to place. So like if you're from Chicago, there might be different medications or whatnot that you can give here instead of there. So that's, again, why we do critical skills, is to go over what we do in our region. So you guys are all affiliated and familiar with what we do.
So going off of that, what are the new things we're able to do thanks to our protocol changes and a new law that was in place is we can now manually inject epinephrine with a syringe instead of using the EpiPen auto injectors. We just have a quick video we'd like to show you.
Actually one of the first in the regions. We were the first in our region to be able to manually inject epinephrine, which is pretty much amazing.
WAMP's Kathleen Cohen shows us how this new law will save taxpayers millions of dollars and will train EMS personnel to stop it. A life-saving medication now being administered by trained Illini EMS volunteers manually rather than an auto-injector like the student at UNI and one of the first volunteer EMTs in the state to be trained under the new Illinois law. The law allows trained EMTs to manually administer epinephrine to patients with severe allergic reactions.
It'll save us a lot of money and then also allow us to put the epinephrine in the hands of more EMTs.
The cost for manual injection is around $5 compared to $300 for the auto injection. That means that for the 4 sets we keep here at the studio, one adult and one pediatric, that's 8 pens times $300 per pen that this volunteer organization has to provide per year. That $2,400 can be much better spent in training and equipment.
The new method of administering the drug will save taxpayers millions of dollars around the state.
You take a state as big as Illinois, the law lands one fee of $2,400 versus $50. This is great.
Illini EMS personnel are learning how to administer the drug manually in a training seminar.
I learned how to inject epinephrine into a vein. This is a life or death matter, and not having access and achieving accessing that to epinephrine can actually cost a life.
Additional training classes will be held to train all 60 IEMS EMTs in case of emergency.
Just like that.
In Champaign, Kathleen Cohen, WAND News.
Sorry about the volume again. If you couldn't hear, basically, to summarize, each manual injection, so the bottle of Epi plus the syringe, that costs about $5 versus the auto injectors, which cost roughly $300 per head. So you can imagine that's a huge cost-saving measure, and it's pretty cool to be able to inject epinephrine manually, because that's still a lot of paramedics and doctors have to learn for other medications. So for your EMT, we'll have training for that coming up soon. So watch out for emails about that.
Okay, so just to go over a few things, so how can you, what are the requirements for a CPR or an EMT? So a CPR, or to be any member of Illini IEMS, you have to be a University of Illinois affiliate. So you could be a student, you could be a work at IMSI, just as long as you're affiliated through the University of Illinois. And so we have specific membership requirements for each CPR, which a CPR is 6 hours a semester, which really is not a lot, because one football game is actually 8 hours, so you can meet that so quickly, and you must attend one non-operational event, which could be something like this, a general meeting, and they're actually a lot of fun. And Justin has a few games that he plays during, we're playing Jeopardy at our next one, and it's a lot of fun. But, so you also must maintain your certifications, which makes sense. So, if your CPR card expires every 2 years and your EMT expires every 4 years. And, yeah. So, and also you must sign a new volunteer agreement form, which is new for us. Okay, and again, so for an EMT, you must have NIMS 100 and NIMS 700, which is pretty much an incident management. So if there's any large-scale disasters, we will be prepared as an organization to respond to that in a very organized way. And you must pass critical skills. Like I said, it's a great way to go over your skills, but also just to make sure that everything's up to par, because we don't want to send you out there if you don't feel ready and whatnot. But so you must volunteer 22 operational hours in the fall and 16 in the spring, and it's higher in the fall because we have all the football games we have to staff. So yeah.
Alright, so our Director of Education actually couldn't be here tonight, but she is Alyssa Harris, and she helps organize all of our different courses for CPR, Heart Saver CPR, our EMT course, so she overlooks all of that. We offer 2 different CPR courses, Basic Life Support, CPR, and Heart Saver. You would do BLS if you wanted to work with IEMS, and then Heart Saver if you didn't. And we also have an EMT course every fall and spring, which is led by Instructor Nick Parks and then assisted by Gabby today and Jerry Williams. Alright, so our cost to get registered and certified in CPR is $25 for IEMS or IFSI members, which you can do by, you can easily become by registering and getting a profile on our website. It's $40 if you're a U of I affiliate but not an IEMS member, and then $50 if you're just a member of the general public. It's a 4-hour course which we offer every Sunday, Tuesday, or Thursday. On Sundays from 12 to 4, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 10. So you can definitely find something that works with your schedule to get certified in CPR if you want to come work with us. Billing will be sent directly to your student account, so you don't have to pay the office anymore. Yeah, and so you can also rent out books from our office if you want to refresh yourself on CPR and just learn more of the basics. Alright, if you want to do this Heart Saver CPR course, that is not for IEMS members. That's for people who just want to get certified in CPR, but don't necessarily want to work with our organization. The cost is also $25 if you're in campus rec, $40 for U of I affiliates, and then $50 for the general public. This is a 4-hour course that's offered every Sunday and Wednesday from 12 to 4 and 6 to 10 respectively. You can sign up on our website, and billing will also be charged to your student account. And this is for non-medical personnel, workplace employees of campus rec, people who don't want to work with the Illini IEMS.
So the reason we put this in here is just so you can tell friends if they're interested in healthcare but don't really want to get more involved, they just want to take a course to learn the basics of first aid and CPR. This is a good way to do that. So not for you guys if you want to join.
Alright, And then we also offer an EMT class if you want to get certified in that. It's a great way to like take up your medical care to the next level. You get to administer certain drugs, and you get to learn a lot more about patient care and providing care to people. The cost is $450 for the course, and then $40 for a vitals kit. That's a competitive price, as some EMT courses can be up to $1,000. We will have 2 classes, one on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 10, and one on Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 10, so you can figure out whatever works best with your schedule. We do have practicals, which are 3 times from 5:30 to 10:30, and basically you'll enter and you'll treat it like a scene where we'll have a patient, and you will treat that patient as you would in real life. The average pass rate for the national exam after taking our course is 95%, which is really high. The classes are starting for the fall semester, but if you are interested in becoming an EMT, please apply for the spring semester course. Applications will probably be sent out sometime in November, and they'll be due reading day.
Oh, question, yes.
When does that count for credit, the class?
So it's not, it does not count for course credit, at least at this time. The reason is we would have to charge you for credit, so it would put the cost way, way up, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep our price very competitive for the grants. So that's the reason behind that. But we do say that it's like taking an extra 5 credit hour course, so just be aware that it is a good amount of time, 6 hours in class every week, and there are also outside lectures and homework that you're expected.
Is there like an option to do it over the summer or something?
Not with us, but most community colleges in the area do offer it. I know Parkland offers it. President's Ambulance, or President's Regional IEMS offers one if you will be on campus, and if not, I can.
Okay. Thank you.
So in the EMT class, you'll be taught a lot of different things. You'll be taught how to take vitals, so blood pressure, pulse, respirations. You also will be told how to lift and move a patient without furthering injury. You'll learn how to treat traumatic injuries as well as respiratory and cardiac problems. Big thing that we deal with a lot in football games, diabetic emergencies. Additionally, you'll learn about strokes, seizures, emergency childbirth, and how to manage a mass casualty incident.
So one of the things we like to do for each of our classes is to put on a mock MCI, so you get that first-hand experience. Hopefully we don't. So this is one of our classes doing an MCI.
And this is actually really good fire
Dispatch for a shooting. You have 3 officer equipment here.
Okay.
So all this is yours to use. Unknown number of patients were called by a police officer for a shooter on Green Street.
Okay.
The shooter has been eliminated. However, the officer has been lost contact with the officer.
Okay.
When they begin.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm the triage officer. So I'm gonna start tagging it. Yeah, I'm gonna start tagging it. Yeah. Okay. Hello, sir. Oh my gosh. Is this okay? This patient is dead. Hello, sir. I'm gonna need. Are you hurt?
I'm not hurt.
Are you not hurt? Okay. Do you mind stepping to the side for me, please?
I'm here to help.
Wait. Hello, ma'am. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay.
Are you hurt anywhere at all?
Yeah, I was shot.
You were shot?
Yeah.
Are anything broken at all?
I don't know. So you know that?
Okay. Just hang on to this, okay?
You're giving me this?
Yeah, just hang on to this, okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This is what you're giving me?
Yes, hang on to that. Wait, does it go according to the, am I allowed to ask questions? The whole piece? Okay.
Asha and I are proctors.
So So basically what you just saw was we had a GoPro on one of the students' heads. She was the triage officer, so her job was to go around and tag the patients according to their level of severity. So you'd see next to the patient's name, like cracked egg was in black, or abdominal hernia was in red. That indicates how severely they should be treated. So when the next set of EMTs comes in, they can start treating in order of requirement.
Alright, so the EMT class application, you fill that out on our website. You would go to our website homepage, then go to courses, and then click here to apply online. You submit your course policies agreement document to the office with a picture of yourself, so we know what you look like. We would need, by the first day of class, we would need you to be CPR certified. We would also need you to have a 2-step TB test, just so we know you're immune, and then immunizations, which you can get from McKinley in their records office. You can request your immunizations records at any time. And how to enhance your application for the EMT class is to work events with IEMS, just to have a little bit of experience with patient care, and then get to know everyone beforehand.
Hi guys, I'm Julia Cruz. I'm the Director of Accounting. I'm sort of in charge of all the back-end stuff like our budget and our purchases and our billing, and also our merchandise and our records. And then also my department is our Assistant Director of Accounting, Priya, and then our records officer, Sarah. So as you can see on the slide, these are a few of our items that we have available for purchase in our office. The red polo is our operational polo, so this is what you need to wear to events as part of our uniform. These are EMT pants that you can wear, khaki pants that are khaki colored or blue or black. And then we just got a new logo since we moved under the Illinois Fire Service Institute, so those new polos should be in this week or next week. So if you're planning on working football, you can just come in and borrow one of our old shirts, but then once we get our new stock in, you can come in and purchase a shirt. And then to the right is our EMT polos, so those are for our EMTs, and then the shirt that I'm wearing, we don't have it in the blue anymore, but this is just one of our sweatshirts that are available. You can't wear this to an operational event, but if you want to buy it, well, I guess we don't offer those too. There's this shirt kind of like this. This is for our officers, but there's a quarter zip in our office that you can wear to operational events. It's just not embroidered, but it looks pretty similar. It's $30. Yeah, so slide up there. No, like that. So on our website, it'll show, it's color coded to see who can accept cash. The only one who can make change, but the other people in my department can accept cash, and then everyone else can accept a check or a credit card or debit card. So if you can't remember all that, it's all on our website under our office hours.
So yeah, I'm Julia Gehring. I am the Director of Public Relations, and I'm assisted by our historian Ben and our social officer Juan. So basically our job in our department is to get the word out about IEMS, staffing quad day, career fairs, stuff like that to promote our organization. We also host social events for the organization. We had a general November barbecue last month, and we're going to go to Chris Portraits next month. So just kind of doing stuff like that. Some of the PR events that we staff to promote IEMS is Quad Day, so some of you might have seen us there. We also are at the Safety Festival, as well as the AHS, MCB, and IB Welcomes, welcoming in all the health students. We also help at the Health Professions Fair, and then one thing we do is NCMS South Week, which is a week where we promote EMS on college campuses, getting people in the know about CPR, and just getting more people interested and trained in doing EMS on college campuses. So we are going to have a September social event, but it is to be determined, and then we will be having a trip to Curtis Orchards on the 22nd of October.
Alright, Sorry for all the juggling. So we'll just hold it. So I'll finish this out. I'm Justin. I'm the president of IEMS. I'm a senior at MCB in psychology. Someone else you'll probably see around is our advisor, Dr. Brian Brower, who works at the Fire Service Institute. And he is our faculty advisor, and he's been exceptionally helpful in helping us transition to our new role under the university. So he usually pops in at football games and stuff like that. Our medical director is Kurt Bloomstrand, who's with our EMS agency, President's Regional EMS system. What's really cool about IEMS is that a lot of our alumni come back. So Brian was an alumni who now works at the university, and he's now our advisor. Dr. Bloomstrand was also our director of operations, so he was Jen's, who Jen was, 5 or 6 years ago, right? Yeah. Something like that. And then he went to med school, and now he's back, and he's our EMS director. And our EMS education coordinator is Mary. She gives a lecture to all the EMT classes, and she'll come in and give a lecture this semester for our general members as well. So we told you all about these awesome certifications, but what's the point? What can you even do with them? So CPR certifications are required for most jobs. A lot of employers like you to have a CPR certification, so you know what to do in the event of cardiac arrest. EMT, with your EMT card, you can get actual paying jobs, so you could work as a volunteer with agencies like Illini IEMS, or you could work for an ambulance company doing IFT is interfacility transfer, so there are some agencies that are specifically for bringing patients from facility to facility, or you could work for a 911 service like Jen works at PRO, which is one of the local ambulance services, and a number of our members also work at Carl and Presence as emergency department techs, and at Arrow, which is the other ambulance service. Or you could be a dispatcher. So I'm sure a lot of you are pre-health, and most people who join our organization are pre-health, except for Julia, who's in accounting. But this is a good way to get volunteer patient contact hours for various pre-health applications. So all of our operational hours count as volunteer patient contact, hands-on experience hours. It's a great way to learn how to care for a patient before you get to med school or PA school or nursing school. You get practice taking vitals and taking histories and working on that, talking to patients. And it's a great way to get leadership experience as well. So all of us started as CPR members and EMT basics, and we moved on to become the executive board. So you could also become a supervisor if you like. So if you're interested, awesome. Great. Our website is fsi.illinois.edu/IEMS. On there, I'll walk you guys through the website as well, but go to our membership/operations tab and click on a new member form. Make sure you fill out the first registration page, and then also check all the check boxes on the second page. Otherwise, the website will yell at you, so make sure you do that. You can access your profile under the members area, and under the members area is also where you can view all of our events. So once all of your certifications are cleared, you can start working events. There will be an events tab at the top. If you're not CPR certified yet, that's no problem. You can click on our courses tab and click to view upcoming class times. And make sure you register. If you have any problems, email us. Our email is at the bottom. So stop by our office once all that's done. We're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. this semester, so you can get your ID badge, which we require for all events, and purchase/rent our old uniform polo for right now. But once our new ones come in, they'll be $25. And you have to sign a volunteer agreement form, and look out for emails about background checks, which are now required by the university. So we'll have more information once we're sure about what's going to happen. So our office is in the Illini Union, so if you go on the Green Street side where the Circle Drive is, if you go in the leftmost doors, you'll see this hallway to the left, and then the first door on the left, you'll see a logo on an easel. That's our logo. And if you walk in the door, you'll probably see Ben. He's our historian. He's literally always in the office, so go say hi to Ben. Here's our website. To register for an account, go to the Membership Operations tab. to register for a CPR class, you can click on the more information / registration button or the courses tab. Either works. To access any member documents like our standard operating guidelines or Region 6 protocols if you're an EMT, click on the Documents tab. And to look up officers, you can click on the Officers tab, and under Office Hours is what Julie was talking about, where it says who's staffing what hours at what times and who can accept what form of payment. Okay, does anyone have any questions? For a little bit, you can contact us at illinois.edu or on Facebook or Instagram if you like looking at pictures of EMTs doing stuff. So thank you all very much for coming, and thank you, Aurora, for having us again. Please come down and talk to us if you're interested. Thanks.